Yo, yo! Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you all doing today? We'll just go with morning. It sounds better.
Humanity is shackled. I will find peace.
I am tired, but I am good.
You're broken. May I?
So, Season 4. University Series. Coffee. Not quite. I will need a snack at some point. So, I'll tell you what I wanted to try today.
I offer something more.
I want to play a set routine. So, there's some criteria that we will play. It's a strategy. Okay. So, the idea behind today is that we are going to primarily sit behind our tank, heal the tank. We're going to be throwing damage orbs, aiming for the enemy backline to try and move them out of comfortable positions and also generate resources so that we can keep healing our tank. We're going to be looking for bounces for those so it comes back and gets additional value.
You will be renewed.
If we take damage or get put under pressure, the concept is going to be we're fading backwards, we're going to heal orb forwards, and we're going to follow the heal orb back towards our tank and then start healing again. Any teammates that are near the tank, we're going to try and keep alive with little heals, but the primary focus is going to be on our tank, seeing if we can win that fight. And lastly, if our tank dies, we are going to immediately look to turn aggressive and go and attack the enemy support. But that's only if our tank dies first in a fight. Or like nearly first in a fight.
Receive my aid.
The principle behind it is that once our tank dies, the enemy tank is going to go, hey, I've won this fight, and he'll push forward. And our DPS will start shooting the tank, but also falling back. And this tank is going to take all the damage and get all the healing. So we're going to try and eliminate the healing. So as the enemy tank pushes forward into our DPS, who are panic shooting at the tank doesn't get the healing, dies. And what we end up in is a situation where we have lost a tank and a support, because I'm almost certainly going to get killed back here. And the enemy team's lost a tank. And that is a far better situation to be in than to have our team lose a tank and be left with 2 DPS and 2 supports against their full team. Because it just is a much, much better situation. 2 DPS with 1 support has a very good chance to win against 2 DPS and 2 supports. But 2 DPS and 2 supports has a very, very slim chance to win against 1 tank, 2 DPS, 2 supports. So we'll be making a trade or sacrifice. And that is the basic concept of today. I don't know how it's going to work. It is very similar to how I play the actual game. So in theory it should work. We're not going to try and go too crazy with the amount of skill we put into it. I'm almost deliberately tired today to not really go too crazy. But that is where we're that's what we're going to try and do. It may change later on, but we'll see. And we are currently playing first games of Season 4, and the account was in Platinum.
Welcome to Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
We're leaving voice and text chat because I'm not going to care about the opinions that they say. I don't need the communication either. It will just save teammates having to listen to them.
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key.
I prefer to walk alone, but I suppose you will do.
It's also supposed to be quite a generic strategy,
You've
so
been distant lately,
it doesn't matter what my teammates are doing.
pondering anything unusual.
It doesn't really matter what my opponents are doing.
Dangerous?
We're just playing
Never.
this standard set play, and we're going to see how it works out.
I'm here to support you, but you have to put in the work. Five, 4, 3.
I much prefer damage orbs because of that change that they made changes a lot of things. So we want to just put pressure and force players out of position with our damage orbs, right? Anyone who's sort of near our tank will try and heal. When we can, it'll heal over times. That new buff in Season 4 helps. Like that. Player, we fade back. We're going to wait for our heal orb or heals from our second support. And we're going to heal orb forward and follow it in and go straight attacking the tank, healing our tank. Wait for the Zarya bubbles to go out. Heal orb forward. Never mind. Should have faded backwards. Here's Zarya vs Zarya. Oh. Nice. They got them down. Right. Bounce an orb there. Try and get to our Zarya. Simple geometry. And we'll definitely try and stay on payload as much as possible as well. Gonna stay around the corner. We can still quickly get to our Zarya, apply heal over times, but we'll stay around here just so that we don't get hit by Widow. We're also pushing the cart, so we're achieving value. Scouting orb up top.
Big stanger lat. Lending a hand.
He's not taking much damage, so we don't worry. We're still on the payload, but we're within range of our tank. Heal orb over onto them to see if we can what we can do. We might have to fade into this corner. This will allow us to bounce and heal orb there, and we can still contest the cart. We're still on the cart here. There we go. Focused on the objective more. Right. Gonzaya, you can win this. We'll fade if we take too much damage, so we'll just fade away. And we'll heal orb forward, and we would return back to our tank, but our tank's been eliminated. So we're still following this orb. It's just expired, so now we'll fade back to somebody else. We'll wait for our tank to spawn. He'll spawn over there, but we're safe behind cover. Maybe get an orb over to the Widow. Right, we're holding the fade until our health gets low. Our health is low, now we'll fade. Even if we were still stuck in the grab, it was good for us. Heal orb forward, follow it. See if we can get a heal on our Widow. Just a heal over time, that's all they need, and we'll join our tank. That's all we needed to apply. Like, we do have second supports and stuff.
Such grievous wounds.
Right, I'm on the cart right now, which is kind of unfortunate, but our Kiriko's taken up the role that I was planning to do. Objective is very important. We're looking for places we can do orbs. Enemies like to come from here, enemies like to come from there. Our Zarya's over there, so we might be able to bounce a nice heal orb that'll stay in that room if she pushes forward again. She's opting to retreat. She's also got our ult. We can combo that with Coalescence. We hear footsteps. We ping it for our team. Nice Widow. There's a monkey here.
Be cautious. Payload is in our care.
Heal orb to the Widow. Doesn't matter if she dies there. There's more enemies here. So we'll Coalescence, try and zone them players out of here. That zones them out of this corridor, so we're still moving the objective. We expect them to rotate so we can throw a damage orb over there. Right, join up with our tank, see if we can get off the payload this time. Right, damage orb backline. Genji could deflect it, but it's not the end of the world. Damage orb doesn't really do much. Right, grab. We're going to right click and support it. We're going to fire every bit of damage we've got just to support this massive attack. Try and break the shield. We're still following our tank. We've got a fade that we can always retreat if we need to. Symmetric turret's up the top. Just kill that so that she doesn't make some crazy play. I said we'll heal players that are near our tank. There's a player up there as well. So a bit of pressure will support our tank, support our tank. See why the payload's important? Nobody's moving the payload.
I'm with you.
No, you're not. You go. Look, I got this. I cannot trust you on payload. So I got this.
Receive my aid.
We used the grav, killed their whole team, and the payload didn't move, which is exactly the same as us achieving nothing.
Helden sterben nicht.
Be nourished.
So now we're going to be on payload duty, but we'll see if we can still do a similar thing. We want to look to keep our tank alive. This is our focus. Okay, we'll have to fade if he jumps onto us, so we don't take the jump damage. Oh, heal orb, and we're going to follow it. If we get too low with fade, health packs over here, and we'll join our team. This is the ult. Bounce the orb flat so that it comes back down this path. Not sure I can save the Widow. We don't need to panic too much about the monkey. The ult's annoying, but it's not scary. Not at this rank. Mercy's isolated. Can we right click and kill her? Yes, we can. Fade back for taking damage. Heal orb forward, follow the heal orb. There's a Bastion. We can't be there while he's in tank form. So we look for cover behind this wall. Nice. She teleported to us, but then got hit by Genji. We just faded just to get out of trouble and assess the situation. He's high nooning, so let's heal orb him. Genji dies. Right, back to payload. We can bounce one off of here because it'll go down that corridor somewhere. Right, we do have ult. It's scary to use it against Genji, but because of Season 4 buffs, it means that if he does dash onto us, we can still fade. So we can actually use Coalescence in Season 4 now against Blades, like, quite well. Before we couldn't. Before, using Coalescence during Blade was really bad for us. Right click to get our own sustain back. Okay, heal orb forward. There's a Bastion over here though, so we'll just keep following this heal orb as much as we can. And back to our position. Same thing with the grab. There's a Genji on us, but we're focusing on the front line at the moment. If we keep our tank alive, our tank will get energy. There's a Mercy up there. I'm going to ping her just so that maybe the team notices. Right, heal zone in this room will keep us safe for now. So up, down, orb, and we'll stand and play around here. We're still within range of our tank. Not too worried about this Genji right now. Let's focus the objective. If we get stuck by Cassidy, we're going to fade it. So we're saving our fade. Mercy went for the res. Nice two-shot from the enemy Cassidy. University is plat 4 at the moment.
I've dealt with cynics before. A sip for the parched, did you?
So tank and objective is what we're focusing on. We've got the objective a long way. We're running quite a long time. Help break the shield. Not too worried about the Kiriko. Shame about our Echo there. This Genji's causing us a bit of grief. We've got to heal orb this and follow it. Stay out of high noon. Zarya might be in trouble. Yeah, she is. Right, there's 48 seconds left. We've got time to reset. I was hoping I could fade back out of that, but no problem. But now, because of the timer, we're going to have to be aggressive. We've got Coalescence. We've got a Roadhog now. That's okay. It means he has a bit of sustain himself, so we can afford to go aggressive. Right. We'll call this because we can fade. Only when he goes in for the swing. When he dashes on us. We can fade forward. They were low, so let's put pressure on them. Oh, that might be a mistake. Run away to the health pack. We're not going to take it yet. Nice Reaper. Reaper's our new tank right now until our actual tank arrives.
I'm here.
Damage orb anyone on this line because they're going to be using it, so the damage orb is probably going to like hit them quite a lot. Come on, team. I don't want to overplay and kill them. Damage orb because the player was there. Block the Mercy res. Reaper's great cover by the Reaper, by the way, going straight to the spawn. Yeah, I think she was hoping that the Cassidy would fire like on the bubble early or something, but maybe she also just thought, I'm dead, maybe I can kill him. Who knows? Right, so we complete in overtime. That's fine. We don't have an objective to worry about on the... I mean, we've still got to worry about it, if you know what I mean, but we don't have to sit on it to make it move. So we've put out quite a lot of healing. I guess this is quite standard, but we've also put out a fair amount of damage considering how passively we were playing.
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key.
Let's finish this quickly.
So a little tip, when you spawn here, don't hit your fade key immediately. Get to the bottom of the stairs first. Because if I fade from here,
Much lies in store.
you kind of get stuck here.
Let us see to it.
But if you fade right from the bottom and then just keep hitting the jump key as fast as you can, you'll fly right out of here. You'll get much more distance and you'll get back to your team quicker. Just wait for the very bottom of the stairs. Right, I hate playing this position. You're kind of trapped, but... Ah, that's good. Where the Roadhog's going is where I want to play. Damage orb. Let's see if we can build a bit of ult charge. We're not going to over try and keep her alive here. Following this heal orb. Whoa, wow, they're aggressive. That's precisely why I don't like playing up there, by the way. You get all the range damage on you, and people can dive on you. We've got a lever.
Dealt with cynics before.
Who's the lever? It is our Widowmaker, so that's fine. They weren't doing too much anyway. We can still win it. We believe until we don't believe. Yeah, it's only a Widowmaker. You know, we just assume that we've lost a Widowmaker who wasn't getting any picks. Nothing changes. Right, we want to get round to here as quick as possible and create a heal zone for ourselves. See this back forward orb? So now we can still support the tank. Even though this Cassidy's shooting us. Right, another one. If we get really low, we fade. And we're still blocking the cart. We need our team in. It looks like they've given up on the point. That's fine. We'll just die and we'll stall it for a second. It's a very strong position when you're trying to contest the cart there. It's one of the few places in this open area that you can actually create a heal zone that's useful.
Great minds are always persecuted.
They took out the immortality field.
Don't need to fire an orb yet. Now we'll fire it. We do need to pay a bit more attention to the rest of our team. Orisa, High Noon. Oh, we're going to fake because we're taking damage from something. It's a Reaper. Heal orb forward. Orisa went straight into the High Noon again. Reaper's there. We're in a bit of trouble, but we'll see if we can. Oh, we've got to fade the High Noon, the Death Blossom even. Looks like we're under a lot of pressure. Especially once our tank died. And actually, I forgot that when our tank dies, I need to fade into the enemy backline.
No opposition is
So it is Mercy Kiriko, so they are very hard to kill. We might find that our team leave when the timer's done because the enemy team has 5 minutes 47 to go.
Your end is within my reach. Mending you.
Damage orb to try and zone him out of that position. He may take the up top position, so I'm trying to keep an eye on him. Let's just use our Coalescence for now. We'll fade the Reaper. Okay. Nice shooting from the enemy Cassidy. Bad window from our BAP, but it might give him a chance to survive against a monkey. Get the other side of it. Nice BAP. Other side. Use this shift. That'll keep him alive for a bit. Go on, Baptiste.
Evolution is a painful path.
Oh, unlucky. Good effort. I mean, waste of ult, but good effort. We are 4v5, so at this point, teammates can't be blamed for anything.
Did you?
Oh, we've got our Widowmaker back. However, we are going to need a bit of a miracle. Alright, we keep our tank alive. If Reaper shoots us, we fade. There's the Reaper. We've got to fade out of here. We've got no health at all. So we're just going to stand here and wait for our passive to heal us up for a second. See if we can apply some heal over times while staying safe. There's the Cassidy up the top. We saw him. Players die again. We've got a fade from the Reaper. We'll just go join our tank. Add some heals. It's in our dying breath. Zaya doesn't get to the point. So it's 5 minutes 21 versus 1 minute. It's tricky. Tricky.
Score 3-3. Switching sides. Prepare to attack. Select
Right.
your hero.
We have one position we are going to play from in this entire attack, and that is the payload. So we're going to be looking for heal zones. We may fade away from the payload briefly, fire a heal orb, and walk back towards it. If our team overextends, there's not a lot we can do about it. We are staying on the payload.
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key.
When they have 5 minutes 21,
You can have it out
we need to
after
push
the
it
mission.
as far as we can. You'd expect the first point would not be enough. So we need to get a really sweet push now. They're going to have all sorts of ultimates that they can stop us with.
Don't fail me.
And we also need to think of the bigger picture. So we don't necessarily want to use our ultimate
Much lies
as soon
in
as we get it.
store. Let us see to
Not
it.
if we haven't pushed the cart very far. Because we've got to look to what do we need to realistically win this game? Well, we're going to have to get it somewhere within second point at least. So
The payload.
we've got a Sigma. So it may be worth risking holding the ult for a future fight rather than our team using the whole using all of their ults and then having nothing for the next fight. Right, any pressure that we can put on them, we're going to fire with damage orbs. Staying on the payload. Reaper is a big threat. We don't have time to heal this Widow. If you get within range of us, we can, but come on, we're on the payload. Damage orb in there so it bounces around. Our Reaper needs help. Going to be able to put a lot of pressure on the Rhine. Nice. Keep out of distance. Right, the two big threats are eliminated. Reaper's not that good here. We need resources. Nice fade from the Reaper. Going to bounce it where we think they're going to retreat to. Which at the moment we're hitting the Mercy. We're just going to sit on the payload. We're dodging around where the Casty is. Again, we're just staying on the payload. Widowmaker's not a priority for us right now. I'd rather have our Reaper alive because Reaper can deal with a monkey. Got to bounce a damage orb at something that's going to give us some resources back. That'll do. Right, we'll fade. Kill the Cassidy. Got to make sure we can leave somebody on payload, so we're always like considering our distance here. Right, Reaper's going to have to retreat. We're not going to push. Again, we are just going to play on this payload, and we're using the payload or the areas and cover near to the payload, but always keeping an eye on if we've got players near it. Luckily, the whole team is thinking the same thing. Now, we've got to consider enemy ultimates here. Monkey can obviously boop us off of here. Oh, nice, everyone heard that correctly. I heard it wrong. Death Blossom's going to be scary. We may have to fade off of the cart and immediately pop Coalescence if Death Blossom comes in. In fact, okay. We're using Coalescence here. Again, we've got to put pressure on the Reaper. We've got Sigma on the cart at the moment. Fading off of it. Heal orb forward, and we'll join it again once it wears off. We've got to hope that our Sigma can do something. Watching the cart, watching the cart. Ooh, it's down to our team. Sigma's going down. It looks like there's where we've got it to. That's not too bad. Like, for an overtime push, it's not too bad. It is in the realms of winnable.
Score 4-3. Switching sides. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
So we were okay with using our ultimate once we'd captured the first point, but I wouldn't have wanted to use my ultimate on the first point at all. I would risk us losing the game over using that ultimate too early.
Find the key.
Everything's going according to plan.
Because I don't feel like first point is going to be enough. So
Much lies in store.
to get
Let
the
us see
point,
to it.
the cart to there, but use our ult, gives us a very little chance of us getting it further.
It might be a tall order, but want to try taking fewer hits this time?
Right, they have 5 minutes 21, so we're basically playing a standard game, but we do want as many fights as possible.
I'm getting paid.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
So Ryan is going to be playing on cart as much as possible. We heard a Tracer or someone. Okay, there's a Pharah. This makes things a little bit tricky. Heal Orb will bounce forward here. help break the shield as much as we can. But Ryan's our focus. He's not taking too much damage right now. So we'll concentrate on the people that Monkey's diving, including myself. We've got to heal up for ourselves and follow this. Tracer's attacking me. Okay, let's see if we can keep our battle life. Where's our tank? Heal orb for ourselves. We'll follow the heal orb and right click anyone we can. We're still following the heal orb. That keeps us alive. Right click Farah when we can because we've got quite reliable damage against her. Heal zone here, but we didn't take damage so we didn't need it. Now we'll use it. Oh, big rockets from the Farah. That could be costly. Nearly got the Mercy. Reaper's got health packs around here. Team surviving. I didn't do what I said and wait. Bad arcs. That would have got me already on the stairs by now. So team survived quite well. We're still holding the cart here. We've already burned 1 minute of their time. We need 5 more of those. We can bounce a heal orb off of this wall flat. It'll return to the cart. We can use it later. So, our tank's gone down. This is bad. This is bad. I'm going to stay on the cart, fade, and we'll see how long we can stall it for. So I'm going to heal orb. I'm not actually attacking anyone right now because I didn't want them to see me. So we get a few extra seconds out of it, and we're going to spawn roughly the same time as our tank anyway. Well, he's there, but we'll catch up quite quick. Fade, mash the space key to get that extra jump. Get out to our team. We do have ult. We can use this ult early because we really want to hold this first point rather than be on second because our spawns are low. We're going to ult and try and save him. Okay. Now can we use the rest of our ult? We've already accomplished the save with it. Reaper's used his. Okay, on the cart, we make sure this doesn't move. We can fire a damage orb through the window. It gets amplified. It doesn't do additional... It can't do more than the 200 that's max of a damage orb, but the damage comes out quicker, so why not? Hey, look, you don't remember everything in the moment, right? Including me. Tank overextended here. We may as well let them waste time running. I really want to save our Reaper. But what's Cassidy's hiding? We're going to fade out of this. Nice immortality field. Step all the way back. Okay, heal zone and right click the monkey. We want to stay in this corner even though he's booping us and fade if our health gets really low. We're still following our heal orb. Another one, another one. Right click the monkey for survival. See how we're taking up his whole ult? We've got to fade out of here though because Farah's there. Run away from this, run away from this. Heal orb forward. Right click the Farah. She's really weak actually. She could go down. Where's our tank? Sacrifice myself for the tank if I need to. Heal orb there. We're going to follow it. Don't know where the Farah is. I guess she's up top behind. We're still holding on to the car. She retreats. She's got a Mercy with us, so she's no longer weak. Heal orb again against this wall because we want to use it on the bounce there and the bounce back. And we're just following it. Look around for the rest of our team. See if we can put some pressure on the Bastion. We're going to actually fade forward because ideally we want to save our tank here. Ideally we want to save our tank here. I don't care about that Mercy. Looking out for a C9. Keeping an eye on it because we'll be able to fade back and get to it providing we're like within fade distance, which is here. 1 minute 49 left to go on the clock. Damage orb, get us some resources back, hopefully. Right click Reaper for some more. Resources are pretty bad right now, but we have Coalescence. We're going to use that quite early as soon as they get round to the corner and we're going to use it aggressively. Oh. Okay, we'll use it. We're a player down. We need to equalize something. Can we get the Bastion down? We can. Got to still watch out for the Reaper who was behind us. There he is. Let's put some pressure on him, make some noise. Reaper might go down here. It's close. Nice Reaper. Right. Healing up our tank. Damage orb for resources. Right, we've got to watch the Bastion ult again. Okay, so well over there. We can't do much about it. That Zaya's weak. Baptiste holding the fort. 1 minute left. Resources are really low, so I'm going to step forward. We can always fade back. I'm going to try and bounce an orb when they come out of the spawn, see if we can get some resources back off them. Reaper versus Ryan is a scary matchup, so we need to really go and help him. Right, the rest of their team's going to be coming through. Bounce an orb flat off the wall there. Hopefully, again, build some resources, put some pressure on them. I saw enemies over there, so we'll ping them. There's a Reaper on me, so I'm just going to fade as far away as possible. Heal orb forward, back towards our team, and we'll follow it. We can do the same thing again. That Reaper's really low. Not low anymore. Okay, we'll fade this. wait until it's out, and we'll heal all forward again. I don't think we can save the Baptiste. We'll focus on our tank here. Anything we can do. Right clicking, damage job, and we'll Coalescence because we're in overtime. There's still this Mercy. We're out of range of the grab, but we'll keep trying to line the Coalescence up with our team to heal and the enemy team to damage. Mercy's weak. Can we kill her? We do. Heal tank. Reaper's weak. Heal him with a heal orb, and we'll just stand behind the payload. I think we got this, guys. Want to try and get out of that visor. Like, we're out of the line of sight of the visor. Look for any low health before we have to peek. And nice. That is the miracle as well. Our team played really well. Like, our Reaper and our tank, and our Baptiste actually, played really, really well. We got 24,000 healing playing passively. With 7.6k damage, which isn't actually that much. If you look at their DPS with 20k healing and 18k healing. It wasn't too much damage or aggression from us, just good healing.
Welcome to Esperanza.
Right, this might be a better map to play with the philosophy for today. So heal our tank, throw damage orbs towards the backline for resources and to pressure them out of positions. If we're taking damage, fade back, heal orb forward, aim the heal orb towards the team and ideally on a wall, and follow the heal orb to heal ourselves up. We'll apply healing to other teammates that are near and around the tank, but they're not our primary focus. If our tank dies first, we are going to fade and attack their supports as much as we can. Fade, jump around like crazy. I'm going to try and not do like proper dodging. I'm just going to do this. Because the concept is that actually I don't need to kill those supports. It'd be nice if I did. I need those supports to not heal their tank. When we lose our tank, our DPS are going to be shooting at their tank because they're retreating, right? And you'll just shoot the target that's in front of you. So if I can cut off the healing, we'll be in a much better position. We did win the last game. Right, we've got players lay out of spawn. Right, we can just fire an orb here because no one's taking damage. We might as well go with a damage orb. It didn't hit anything. It wasn't a good bounce angle. Right, we've got to be aware of people over here, but we still want to use this wall for cover from the people over here. Flat bounce an orb. That should bounce back and forward and keep on hitting and getting us resources. See how it's still hitting players? Right, big heals on our tank. Again, we've got to watch out for the threats over there. We can hear the Cassidy. Flat bounce, heal orb there, and we can follow it, get our health back, and it will come back to our team as well. So just playing quite passively. Can we right-click, help contribute to the shield? Right, we can't really go with our tank here. So Payload's now our new tank. Who's the most tanky that we can hang around here? Well, the Bastion works for us. He's got armor. So Bastion becomes our new tank. See if we can keep Baby Diva alive. But we're just going to be pushing this bot as much as possible. Right, we've got our tank alive again. Now it is a dive tank, so we will have to play a little bit aggressively at times. Heal orb and some right click to get some resources back. They might get flown up here, so we'll try and heal the ones who are low enough. It looks like we're not going to save much at all. Heal zone, we'll fade it, and we'll stand in here and right click what we can, and we'll just block the bot. Don't have to achieve much, our orb keeps us alive, and we block the robot from moving. The reason why we fade immediately is because we've got so many players nearby us. We need them to lose line of sight so our heal orb can start healing us quickly. I got you, Diva. I'll try and stick with you a bit better. Right, damage orb once a Sigma has stopped absorbing. We can't follow that tank in. We can help Mercy with the res. We have to heal orb our tank, and we need to fade this as soon as we take damage. In fact, we faded it before we took damage because of the Kiriko ult. We can Coalescence this, but I'm looking to see how that high ground's going first of all. Right, if it doesn't target us, we can call that. If it targets us, we'll have to fade. Thank you, Season 4. Use the last bit of our Coalescence. Going to fade forward to catch up with our tank, and we can fire a damage orb. We strafe just to avoid the rock, which we saw Sigma launch. And we're back on the payload again. So, we've got players on this, so I'm going to leave them for a minute. Bounce a damage orb here, so hopefully bounces the other side. Didn't get any hits, it just came straight back through. We still have a player pushing the cart, but we've got to be aware that that is what we really want, these forward spawns. Right, it seems like they're making noise and going to push in. Would they come through this window? Let's scouting orbit, just to check. If we hear the... then we know somebody's up there, and we need to pay attention to it. We're using the bot for cover at the moment. Gonna go join our D.Va. Don't think we're gonna be able to save those players. It's hard for Moira to save players within there. Right, we're kind of running from this Sigma.
They've taken the robot. How
Bounce a heal orb.
let us proceed.
Right, we will join the D.Va. Flat orb, bounce. It'll come back, and we can kind of move away for cover. Because we know that our orb's going to heal her. So they've got players up there, and players will probably come from here. So doesn't matter if he deflects at that. Orb's not... it doesn't do much to our team, and we can just straight away out heal it. Right, I hear Roadhog. I don't really want to get hooked. Damage orb for resources. Again, it doesn't matter if the Genji deflects it. Here's our D.Va. Let's use bombs so we don't have this. We might have to fade. Big kills. Damage orb, resources.
Let the push commence.
We heard the high noon there. If he jumps down and appears here, we'll have to fade. Okay, flat bounce again, but we're focusing on the robot. Big heals over onto D.Va. We've got a Mercy healing as well. Roadhog's not going to die. He's got a Mercy healing him. So can we keep focusing on the objective? We do have a Coalescence. We're going to fade back. Roadhog's using his ult as well. Let's go on a full retreat. Follow our heal orb.
Your assistance is appreciated.
We've lost our tank, so it looks like we'll have to fade and just get back. Now, places where we can block the cart. So we can block it here, but our team's not going to arrive for a little while. So, can we heal the Junkrat? Oh. They're coming through here. So up here, we can block the cart from the high ground, but I think actually we really want to block it here. We saved D.Va's well played from the D.Va, saving the forward spawns. We're going to Coalescence this and watch out for the Roadhog hook. So we're not doing too much here. Watch the soldier behind. He's not doing too much of a threat at this distance. Going to fade over. Can we keep blocking these? If they get it to here, they remove our forward spawns. We don't really want that. So we want to capitalize on the gains that we've already gained. So it was D.Va who blocked it. I would have faded in a higher ranked game to block it myself. But we let the team do it.
My rip tire is almost ready.
I'm hearing footsteps, but maybe I'm mistaken. Players are up in there, or around this corner. Gonna fade that. He's in a position where he's gonna hook. We've got no fade, so we'll try and get back as much as we can. Damage orb might be able to kill the Genji. If he gets close to us, we can fade, but he wasn't in range to swing. Nice.
Evolution is a
Approaching the final destination.
So we're making huge progress on the cart. Our team has no healers with them, so if we can't save, like, at least our tank here, then we'd have to retreat all the way back to the middle again. We want to just lock in the gains that we've achieved. Right, looks like Genji's going to push us. Let's damage orb. Okay, we need to be looking at this bot here. We're not going to block the middle. We heard the soldier, so let's just damage orb. Oh.
I see a hostile.
Right, so from up here, we can block the bot from moving. Oh, I tried to heal orb because we heard the Genji on us. Right, enemy's turn to make some progress. Junkrat is running the bot. That is great. The enemy has to go all the way back for it. Great play for my team this game. Like, even little things like that, it just buys us time. Look, the bot's moved back past middle again. So that might be enough to prevent them from forward spawns. They have to at least use ults. We've got to stay back because of the Genji. We're going to just fade all the way back. Right. If we go over here, we're going to encourage our team to come and try and block these forward spawns. So,
Come to me.
because this is where the next fight's going to be, down here. If they go up there, which is where they're going, that's not going to be helpful for us. We hear Hog footsteps. He's coming all the way around the corner. We're out of range of the hook, so we don't need to fade. Now, we may go for this. We'll have to fade this. So as soon we know he's going to hook us, right? As soon as he comes around the corner. We're not getting in time to block the forward spawns. But we know that Hog's going to hook us as soon as we're in sight, so we fade it. Fade back because he looked at me. That's all it takes. A Hog looks at me. We've got to fade. Right. I don't really want to Coalescence this. We've just used Mail.
Got the robot! Go, go, go!
Right, so we get it. Primary objective right here is to get this bot to the middle. We should easily manage that. But that's going to change their forward spawns. Their entire team has got forward spawns. So the next objective now, get it to our forward spawns. We want to lock in an advantage. It's more a higher priority than killing players. So we'll use this and hopefully we can intimidate them back. But the goal is to move the cart here. That's where we want it. We've locked in forward spawns. So the Coalescence, I'm not even bothered about what we achieve with it, apart from the objective. Because now that we've locked that in, it's going to be really hard for them to gain any, make any additional gains. Fire a damage orb, we bounce that. Loads of our players are weak, we're in full heal mode now. That was maybe my mistake while I was looking for a damage orb. We can't really pocket our tank. Right, we'll fade. Oh, he hasn't seen me. He hasn't seen me. Okay, we're good.
Persistence is always rewarded.
Bounce a damage orb there because it would follow back. Right, we're making gains.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
30 seconds remaining.
Damage orb, it'll bounce back out. Fade this, and we'll just go back here. We're not going to be any useful. We'll just be a free reset for the Genji if we're out of there. Damage orb, we're trying to cap this last point. See if we can win the game. Pocket the diva, pocket the diva, pocket the diva, pocket the diva. Get ready to damage orb. We're looking for a flat bounce at the back. If we get that, see if we can take some cover. Because let our passive kick in and heal us. We'll do another one of these flat bounces. It'll get us resources, but it also bounces back. Big bomb from Diva. Buys some time. Another one of those flat bounces, now combined with a Coalescence. We're going to stack back in case Reiner's got Shatter. We can still heal our team from here.
Let's start the push!
Okay.
Victory.
That's nice. Again, great play from our team. Diva on 13.8k damage.
Play of the game.
The unbearable weight of gravity!
Now, obviously, with us playing in Platinum right now, if you've watched the first University Series videos, you'll see we have had to up our gameplay a little bit. We can't really play the same way that we played when we were in Silver, which was very much standing around and doing some heals and just being good with that. We have to be a lot more conscious of enemy cooldowns, of the enemy threats, and of who to save, and the objective. But the objective ultimately is going to win us the game, so we do really want to focus on how we can get gains on the objectives.
I'm overloading!
I will find the key.
Keep in sight. I'll have us in and out in no time.
Fade, then jump. You can fade out the window without jumping, and then you can jump as soon as you land to get the high jump. We can just fade, jump. Right, over to our team. Right, these barriers, I kill them because they can block all bounces.
Push your limits. Nothing breaks that I cannot.
I don't really care about these ones, but I try and think about, well, where am I likely to fade or try and run up? Down here, there's a good chance I'll fade from down there to up here, right? You can't make it from the floor to there without using the cart. I can make it to here. Right, there's heal zones, but right now, bounce it on this flat wall. It'll do some damage as they come out of spawn. Now we can stand here. We can do up and down heal zones here. Or we can do on here. This one goes inside the door, which gives it less time, like air time outside of the doorway. We can do another one here. So we can fire that, and that's going to heal us when we get into this room. They've got an aggressive Genji. We're not worried because we've got our orb, remember? We fired it. So we can just keep following this. Now, where's our team? We're going to have to just get back and join with our team. Okay, Monkey kind of failed to jump onto us. There is a player over there we've got to be aware of. Heal orb, and we're following it. We know the Hanzo's shooting at us, so we're just going to move around. See if we can right-click somebody. Right, low teammates. We kept ourselves alive first. Damage orb. Oh, Torb. Okay, where's my tank? Ryan's not going to be that useful here, so especially not sat at the back, so I'm not too worried about playing with him. Right, he could be a bit more useful here. We've got heal orb again. That's a fight that we're not going to be with. Notice how we bounced it flat and we're following our heal orb. Everywhere we're looking for heal orbs that are flat like this. They're just going to keep bouncing back and forward, and then we're playing on this line. So we're looking for new lines to play on, right? As soon as we fight it, that's the line we're going to play on. So we could say, okay, if I jump and fire it over there, that's going to come back here. This is now the line I play on. Because I know that my heal orb is going to come back to me at some point. If we're playing here, we can fire an orb here. We can play here knowing that it comes back. We lose it there because it's not high enough, but... Right, ambitious dragon.
Your end is within my reach.
That orb I was talking about, I did earlier. Fade because the hog looked at me. We don't like hogs looking at us. See, look, it heals Orion, but we're okay playing on this line. You barely need healing. Oh, bad orb actually. I'm gonna Coalescence, see if we can save Orion. We didn't save our hog. I mean our Torb. That's fine, it's not the end of the world. Damage orb. There's no healing to do right now. Oh, get away from me. Toxic. Right, we can come back to that orb if we need it. We may have to fade the hog hook. Right, new line. Let's try here. That gives our Rhine some heals. It bounced into the room. Does it come back out? Yes, it does. Heal Farah while she's in ult. New line. This is the line we're playing on. We're kind of forced to. Oh, gotta watch out for the cliff. Torb, can you be our new tank, please? Can you be our new tank? I've got no resources though, so...
60 seconds.
Okay, you don't want to be our tank. That's fine. You know, it's a tough job. And you're just an engineer. We'll go with the guy with the big shield. He'll be a nice tank. Right, we need some resources. So where can I bounce him? I know our Kiriko was in trouble, but she's got tools to get away. We got stuck, but actually we faded the hog. We didn't fade the stick. That was just a lucky coincidence. Heal our Rhine, heal our Rhine, heal our Rhine. Heal orb, because we bounced it off that wall. Heal orb zone, that will help our Rhine out. So we can stay behind cover knowing our orb's going to come back. Oh! I need resources, so I'm going to right click. Pressure him out of position. I don't like him sat up there, he's annoying. He's very low health now, so yeah, he dies because he stays. Fade! I don't like any of the bounces here. I'm going to go with damage because my resources are quite low. I don't like any heal zone bounces. Right, heal our tank, but be aware of the Ryan. Heal probably... Oh, it was just too late. Right, Payload. I'm going to do what I said, and I'm going to go into their backline and see if I can pressure their supports. It doesn't work too good against the Roadhog. So even though we're behind them, not putting much pressure on their supports, we kind of need to get killed here. Let's see if we can kill anyone on the way. Can we kill anything on the way? Remember how I said their tank dies when we're distracting? Did you see how low their Roadhog was just then? We didn't get killed, but actually it was very close. While everyone was shooting me, their Roadhog got put under so much pressure because he wasn't getting the healing. Now Roadhogs can generally survive quite well. Let's see if we can keep him alive. It's going to be very hard against Kiriko, Hoggle. We've got to rotate around so that we're still in cover. And we'll fade over here and hopefully get away from the hook. Right, we're in a good position. Heal zone here. We bounced off this flat wall. See if we can right click and help with the hog damage. Bounce that around, see if we can get the Genji. We'll run through this. Oh, hog goes down. We've got to watch out for the Sojourn ult. She's lower, we can see the rail guns, right? So we're going to, come on, kill him. I didn't want to do it for you.
Expect the unexpected.
So hey, that orb that we did kill the Sojourn. Right, players like to come from top or the bottom here. If we fire an orb here, we can scout, wait a little bit for their spawns. Let's see if anyone's top. No one was top immediately. Oh, that's on. Right, let's go into their supports. We said we were going to fade into the back line and just cause a nuisance, right?
Eyes open now.
They're not moving the objective. Their whole team's pushed forward. Let's see how much we can block the cart for. We've got a Torb. We can pocket him. The Torb did want to be our tank. I said Torb be our tank. He listened. So our tank died early. We fade to the back to try and distract. There was no one actually there. Fine.
10 seconds remaining.
We're almost there.
Any dashers? Any rapid people to get in time? Genji will try. He's like the only one who can touch. He doesn't. It's good.
Complete.
It's high noon.
Score.
In GM, I'm a lot more flexible.
Switching sides.
There isn't really a set play on it. I have to work with where my team is. So there'll be a number of places that I can play in, but it really depends on where they're playing around. I mean, I'm doing the same here. I'm playing in hopefully somewhere where we can block the cart from making progress. But pretty much my position is dictated a lot by my tank.
Humanity is shackled.
Greetings.
Right, if you look at this team, this looks like a heal bot Moira's nightmare. We're going to have Monkey jumping in on the enemy team. We've got Pharaoh Mercy in the skies, and we've got a Genji. There's basically very few people here that we're going to be able to just follow and keep alive.
Here's another one. What sickness do pilots?
Luckily for us, we do have a job to do, and that is going to be the payload.
Jokes?
The flu.
Okay, Winston.
Your class.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Until the payload's activated, however,
Attack commencing.
we've got all sorts of damage orb madness that we can be firing. There's no bounce on it, but we'll just fire it up there. Monkey's disconnected. That's a very bad... Oh, he's back. We want to get him full health before he jumps. He wasn't full health, so we'll heal orb him. See if we can put any pressure on them. Again, we're not going to be healing too much here because our team aren't people that we can easily follow. So it's more when they return to us. Heal orb forward. Flat bounce. Don't want to fire it there, up the stairs, because we'll get no value. So even this flat bounce could get more value. It does. Damage orb. Let's add some pressure. We may have to fade this if he chases us, because he'll pin. There you go. So we just go back the other way. So the Torb means that we're very restricted. Heal zone here, we're in quite a bit of trouble. Monkey's already jumped back. There's no point in us crossing the kill zone there unless we have to. Right there, Ryan's down. Bastion, you're our friend. Can you kill something there? Maybe the turret would be nice. Right, players are all the way over there. Let's see if we can bounce the damage or pressure them a bit. I will call this if we need to. We heard the Rhine charging, so let's do it now. See if we can get the Torb down before. We can fade this in a second. Nice, Farah. We don't need to worry too much about the Pharros damage. We want to put pressure on the Moira. If she fades, while she's in fade, she's not healing. It's one of the reasons why I want to call that very, very early. We know the tank's arriving. Oh, it's me against the Torb now. Let's just fade somewhere safety and see if we can get and heal our... Oh, Torb's blocking it. We need to kill him. We need to kill him. Oh, that's a big problem. Great play from the enemy Torb. Okay, we've got Monkey. We're going to fade anywhere. Anywhere we can where we're just safe for now. Heal orb on that plane that we were using on defense. It'll come back to us. It'll come back to us. It'll come back to us. We're in our heal orb. Okay, we've got to fade back. Great play from the enemy Torb. Bad play from our team. They overextended and it could cost us the game. This is why the objective's important.
Great minds are always persecuted.
Now we've got a lot of work to do. Heal zone here for our Xayah. We can use it as well.
60 seconds remaining.
Gotta be careful now because there's a D.Va. We wanted to try and right click and kill the D.Va as much as we could. Heal zone. We don't want to take the health pack because we need the ult charge. We're in a lot of trouble. There's going to be Torb turrets to kill. We're going to rely on our Pharah to do quite a lot here. This player up here. Support the Tracer. Damage orb might also help. Good kill Tracer. Now he'll be screwed because of the turret, which is round the corner.
30 seconds remaining.
I want to try and let our team know that. It's a very hidden turret. It's going to be very good against these players. Do. Where is it? Okay, it's there. We don't need to fade it. Xayah's in trouble. Still hasn't killed this turret. Right, we've got a heal orb and this, but we can't stand in it because of the goo. It looks like we're actually in trouble. 4 seconds. We've got to get in. Be the one who touches the point. It looks like we're done here. Let's try hard it. It's very unlikely we win it. Okay. Well, our team made a very costly mistake. Not securing the first point.
Defeat.
Not too much we can do about it. So we go to the next game, and that's fine. It wasn't a mistake that we've made.
Play of the
So, we're not too, like, bothered by it because we will win games and lose games because either we make mistakes or they make mistakes. So we go next. It's unfortunate.